What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another portfolio update. In this video, I'm going to show you the options moves from today, what I'm looking at for over the weekend crypto-wise as we start dumping kind of into the weekend here, and anything on my radar for next week. If you guys could smash that like, that would be greatly appreciated. Let's get into it. So we were down 2,295 today. 3,000 of today's change was a transfer of cash, so I don't really count that. For today's movers, here's the account from largest to smallest. Definitely some changes as far as companies kind of shuffling around position size wise based on their gain or loss. So Amazon down big today, 4%. Everything's down big. Tesla down almost 9%. Microsoft down 2%. Palantir was able to join the S&P 500, so up 8% in the after hours, and it's now the fourth largest position in the portfolio. So I'm definitely glad that I was buying in all along the way. So if we look at my Palantir buys, I started buying in here in November 2022, $7, $6, $5, and then all the way up. So I was buying in the 15. I remember buying at 14 felt like the most painful thing ever, because most of my buying at that point was done in the $6 and $7. So 14 just felt like, tearing off an arm and a leg. Bought some at 17, 22, 21, 20, and 21. So my last buy was back in May at $21. And now, people are saying, as the stock continues to climb, you hear prices that you remember felt like horrible buys at the time, or huge averages up from where, you were more comfortable buying. Now people are saying, man, I would, sell my left, in order to, buy Palantir at $21 again. So it's just crazy. It's crazy. So definitely grateful that I was averaging up all along, and now Palantir is the fourth largest position in the portfolio. So I definitely love my top four. Amazon just holding steady, Tesla, Microsoft is just the steady Eddie of the portfolio. Now Palantir, Shopify, CrowdStrike, and Meta. I'm not even looking at Enphase and Riot as part of the portfolio, so I'm just gonna if I would screenshot it right here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 positions in the portfolio, that all of them I feel very comfortable in and very confident in. So cheers to all the Palantir investors. I know it'll be a great weekend for you guys. Cash is now at $85 after that transfer. Today's first move was buying back the Shopify calls for $58. So if we look at let's go back. If we look at the P&L on that one, this was a really great trade. So this was a 93% for $727 profit. So that was one of my better covered calls in a long time. I feel like it was really executed well. I didn't get panicked. I didn't panic when it went past my strike. I didn't roll prematurely because of where we were with the price. And it came right back down. So definitely happy with the outcome of that one. Looking at just some of the current options now with the Tesla down move today, we went from the complete red today now to up 56% for $330. So that expires next week. Looking to just hold that one to expiration. So now we are free and clear on the Shopify shares. Same thing with Riot, Palantir. Obviously showing that those 32 calls were up 42%, but unless Palantir drops off for some reason on Monday, those will be down. But that's fine. And then we obviously got the 25 calls and the 19. Intel, we're now down 40% for $95. Enphase, we're looking good now. So we got the 110 calls for September 20th, and Enphase is at 108. So hopefully I can just, buy back those calls, or let it expire and then go ahead and sell those last 100 shares. Celsius, we're going to have to roll, but not yet. And then Amazon, we have the 150 calls and 100 shares that are free and clear on that one. For the Robinhood portfolio, we were down today $600, another big down move. The Celsius calls were actually up today, barely, but down 30% on that still. And then obviously crypto selling off is going to really crush the leveraged products, so down 25% on that one. The crypto portfolio, so if I wasn't making this video, today's just one of those days where maybe turn off your alerts if it kind of rattles you, or I didn't even open the portfolio all day today just because I knew where it was going to be at. So there's really no point in just going through that pain. But overall, not too bad. Solana only down 3%. And some of these coming down to major support levels. So, definitely we'll be doing some buying soon. Just waiting for, some of these to start flattening out on the chart and then start making that slight upwards tick. And that's when I'll go ahead and add to all of these positions. As far as funds that I'll have to do this, I'll have the Enphase liquidation. When Riot comes back to somewhere near my break even, I'll have that. So definitely got some dry powder ready for this. I think we knew this was going to happen, right? September is the worst month in crypto, bad month for stocks as well, typically. So we knew this was going to happen. Hopefully everyone braced themselves, and we just get through it. Most of us are not intending on selling right now anyway, so just don't let it get to your emotions too much. I'm not looking to add any new positions here. I think that was it. Next week for the portfolio, I know yesterday or my last video I said I can't really see myself adding to anything, but if Amazon drops below my last buy, which was in the 165s, I could see myself adding to that. What else? Shopify now is down back below my basis, just barely, a few cents. But if that drops below, back into the 50s, I could see myself adding to that. And then CrowdStrike. If CrowdStrike gets back into the 200 to 220 levels, that's definitely a compelling level. So that's CrowdStrike. Meta's just holding so strong. I really can't see myself adding to Meta. Maybe just some small DCAs here and there, but Meta is just a beast, and so it's going to be hard to really pull that down substantially. And then at the bottom, like I said, Enphase is going to be gone soon, and then Riot will be gone soon. Riot has just I'm really disappointed in myself that I didn't really even think about it. The fact that normally what I do, if something comes back to my break even, I go ahead and sell those shares. But I bought a bunch of shares. Let's see. My average is 894. So my first buy was at 904. And then I remember it went up like 40%. And I rode that. I was up like $4,000. And I let it come back down below to erase that profit because I thought it was going to just bounce back up. But obviously with Bitcoin struggling, Riot's going to struggle even more. And then obviously, now I'm down 30%. So that was a huge swing from being up 40% to down 30%. So kind of disappointed in myself. I never, sometimes you just lose track of the portfolio. if you're not following it carefully enough. And it didn't pop into my mind to get rid of those shares. So that's something I'm keeping an eye on with Shopify. I did consider. So, if we look right here, my cost is 67 and the shares are at like 60, high 66 right now. So now I'm down 0.37%. I looked at selling those shares today, but this is, a company I really love. And when I pulled up the chart, it did bounce off of it briefly breached the 50 moving average and then quickly moved back above. So that was a positive sign to me. If the market opens up red big time again on Monday and everything's just kind of selling off for no reason, I'll probably liquidate maybe half of that position, because now I'm riding those shares down from a profit into a loss, and I can always get back in. That's the cool thing about it. So just trying to learn from some of my mistakes that I wish I could have gone back and made different choices. So we'll see. I think next week we'll get some type of rebound. We've had several bad days in a row this week, so I think next week could be a little bit of a breather. Hopefully it is. I know it's tough to see the portfolios bleed down so much, but we have to hold on to the little pieces of good news like Palantir, and we get through it together. So hope you guys have a great weekend. See you on Monday, and as always, take care and God bless.